remember we were in a class and someone comes up to me and says, look at this, it can do all your homework for you.
It looked like it was alive, right? It almost did. Seemed like, something you'd see in a movie, honestly.
And it really changed the game.
Basically became like the best study tool that a high schooler could ever imagine.
I could be taking 2 hours to write a paper, or it could be a quick 10 minutes. Hey, ChatGPT, can you do this for me?
Some of my classmates will run assignments through an LLM before they even read it.
I think it was when I started using it to program, that was kind of my holy shit moment. It was like, oh, it's actually thinking.
It seemed crazy that it could just do that.
I was very in awe of the possibility.
What excites me most about AI, I'd say, is what we can do to better humanity with it.
So I think of the machine learning algorithms that hospitals are trialing right now, where they're training AI models to improve cancer detection and cancer treatment and all these things like that.
Les avancées scientifiques qu'on peut faire grâce à l'IA sont inimaginables.
As a computer scientist and as like a sociologist, I really believe in the promise of AI.
I think it'll let humans think more and do more in other ways that wouldn't have been possible if AI wasn't there.
And it kind of felt like we were living in the future, but as the months progressed, it became very evident that we were not ready for this jump in technology whatsoever.
We want machines to do the dishes so we can do art, but instead it's the opposite.
The companies that are making this technology might not have our best interest in mind.
Je suis inquiète parce que je suis pas vraiment sûre si ça va vraiment aider la prochaine génération.
I'm 23 years old, and I'm starting to get quite concerned with the amount of companies that are already seeking to replace a lot of their workforce.
If there is no entry-level workforce because it's being replaced by these automatic systems, how does that impact the future? And how do you move up if you can't get a foot in the door?
It's looking like it's going to affect everybody, and we're all going to be unable to discern what is truth and what is not.
AI isn't just generating information, it's generating information that's almost impossible to discern from other human writing.
If nobody can come to an agreement about collective reality, then it is hard to imagine how we can move forward.
I think there's a huge risk of cognitive offloading.
What makes me really scared is how is it impacting the critical thinking of high schoolers, of elementary school kids, of kids who have gone their entire education with these tools being readily available.
One of my peers had been talking to me about I've been using this to help with so much of my work, and I just feel like my brain is melting.
Ce qui m'inquiète le plus à propos de l'IA, c'est juste le fait de perdre toute agentivité, que la société deviendrait un peu contrôlée par les algorithmes et que tout serait prédit, tout serait prévu par des machines.
I think what scares me the most about AI is the path it could go down if it remains unchecked. And that's kind of a lot of what we're seeing.
Je pense que le gouvernement devrait écouter ce que les jeunes disent à propos de l'intelligence artificielle parce que on est le futur, on n'est pas juste le futur, mais on est cette génération de l'intelligence artificielle.
For Gen Z AI, it actually has a really simple question at its heart, which is how do we bring more people into the decision-making process around technology governance?
I think we often find in traditional media that young people are cast as being apathetic or not being civically engaged, but processes like this show us that young people crave the opportunity to have their voices heard, to be part of the policy-making process, and it's amazing to see it in action.
It's an assembly in 4 parts, happening in 4 different cities across the country: Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, and and Halifax. In each of these cities, we bring together 25 youth, 17 to 23, to deliberate in person around specific issues.
So we take the demographics of each of the provinces that we're traveling to for the project, and we try to replicate those demographics in the room.
It's one thing to be like, wow, okay, I know that there's a lot of issues with how, AI today exists. And then it's another thing to like really open up that door and, okay, what are the issues, but also like, how can we change that?
Just the fact that there is a space for us all to have these conversations tells me that, okay, there are groups of people and policymakers that truly do believe in consulting with younger people, and that's important.
In between each forum, we're working with Make.org, which is a civic technology company, to broadcast the recommendations made in person to thousands more youth of the same age group across the country. We will have gotten input from not only the 100 in person, but also thousands of youth across the country.
And I think what I've seen from everyone that I've spoken to today is that there are a lot of ideas that are out there. It's just a matter of getting those incorporated going forward.
I think that there's a temptation to ask youth for their experiences, consider them as stakeholders but not experts. And I think processes like this remind you that experience, lived experience, is expertise.
AI has been talked about as this tool for innovation, as this geopolitical lever to be used in this race. And a lot of this terminology kind of takes away from the lived experiences of young people and of anyone using these products.
Je crois que les jeunes devraient être inclus dans ce processus-là parce que, très simplement, on est dans la première ligne.
If government doesn't listen to young people and youth, they're missing an entire demographic of individuals who are going to be making these decisions, who are going to be in places of power in the future.
Je considère que des initiatives comme le forum Gen Z AI, c'est formidable pour ça. Ça nous permet de parler pour nous, pour notre génération.
The reality is we have the most future ahead of us, and if there's no planet, if there's no workforce, then we have no future.
I want AI to be responsible,
developed safely,
regulated and used responsibly.
I want AI to be empowering,
safe,
human-centered,
limited and inclusive,
regulated and secure, and I would like the companies creating these things to be held accountable for the impact.
I think with AI, we're kind of at this crossroad where, well, if we're able to have an opinion about it now, we may influence how our future looks like.
When it comes to AI, everybody should have a say.
Ce qui est en jeu, si on ne fait pas les choses correctement ou si on n'écoute pas la voix des jeunes, mais c'est vraiment le futur, finalement.
So let's do something, and let's do it now. Please consider the recommendations that we're putting forward, because we have talked about it, we have deliberated, we have sweat and probably cried about it. It's important to us that we see what we've done here today enacted in some form or way.